Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pierce, and welcome again to my channel. It is Monday. Happy Monday, September 29th of 2025. I have 11:09 in the p.m. Let's say it together. Praise our God, from whom all blessings flow. Tonight, I want to bring to you my assessment of the Benjamin Netanyahu, President of Israel, along with Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. They reached a 21-point agreement to submit to Palestine/Hamas in relation to this peace deal. Peace deal. They're talking Hamas may accept Trump's Gaza peace deal. Keyword may. People, you've heard the word element of surprise. You've heard the word shock or sneak attack. That's what's about to happen. The world is being psychologically drawn into their world, the world of the Middle East. And when I show you what they're doing, you're just going to gasp for air. You're going to put your hand over your mouth like, so that's what they're up to? Yeah. And look, I was surprised. I had to go out and get myself together and go eat some dinner and come back, and was on the phone for a little while, and I'm like, Pearson, let's break down this peace deal that they're talking about. But let me go in retrospect first. You see how they're dressed, the blue and the purple. I see more, right? The blue and the purple. And you know, people, you know that don't even look like him. Which one is that? Okay? Anyway, you see the Phoenician colors. It won't always be the same exact shade, but you know what I'm talking about. Those of you all been around for a while, I'm sure you're saying, But guess what? Here you have Governor Whitmer about this Michigan attack. Remember yesterday, the guy drove his vehicle through the church and set it on fire? Look what she got on. Nice little frosty red bow with the black on. It gives you that caretaker vibe, doesn't it? Red and black sacrifice. What you think? Coincidence? And how about today, my mayor responding to the troops being here in Chicago, right? He's got on the blue. The guy behind him got on a purple tie. So this is Mayor Johnson of Chicago. And look, that's J.D. Pritzker, the governor of Chicago. He's got on a purple tie. And they want to know, why did Trump send a National Guard? But I want to know why he got on a purple tie and he got on a blue tie at the conference today. Wow, she's got on the red and black. Wow, Benjamin Netanyahu's got on blue and Trump's got on purple. I'm sure by now, the majority of you guys are saying, Pearson, you told us so. But let's just call it coincidence, right? Let's get into this video, because I want to break this thing down. This should be so convincing to you that there won't be any peace, that you better seek God. Oh yeah, that goes for me too. By the way, she got all her purple too, right? Check it out.
The US-backed 20-point peace plan for Gaza would require Hamas to release all hostages, 20 of whom are thought to be alive. Israel would then release hundreds of detained Palestinians and ensure aid deliveries to the Strip increase. Hamas must have no role in future governance of the region. Instead, a temporary Palestinian governing body would be established, supervised by a board of peace led by US President Donald Trump. The plan says Israel will not occupy or annex Gaza, and a vetted Palestinian police force will eventually maintain internal security. Palestinians would be able to remain in Gaza if they choose the region to be redeveloped. This proposal leaves the door open to the eventual establishment of a Palestinian state, something Israel has long opposed.
What the future holds for the Palestinians, no one really knows, but the plan that we put forward today is focused on ending the war immediately, getting all of our hostages back, getting everything back. Hard to believe when you even say it, and creating conditions for durable Israeli security and Palestinian success. Israeli security is going to be involved. We're going to help you. We'll be there with you in terms of helping with security. We want to make sure it works. We just want to make sure it works. There shouldn't be a shot fired. Now, there will be, I guess, because that's the way it seems to be, but they shouldn't have.
Let's go into this news report. I want you to hear Donald Trump, and I'm going to point out something very key here, so pay attention.
If accepted by Hamas, this proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages immediately, but in no case more than 72 hours. To ensure the success of this effort, my plan calls for the creation of a new...
Did you hear that? Check it again.
This proposal calls for the release of all remaining hostages immediately, but in no case more than 72 hours. To ensure the success of this effort, my plan calls for the creation of a new international oversight body, the Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name, the Board of Peace, which will be headed, not at my request, believe me, I'm very busy, but we have to make sure this works. The leaders of the Arab world and Israel and everybody involved asked me to do this, so it would be headed by a gentleman known as President Donald J. Trump of the United States. That's what I want, is some extra work to do, but it's so important that I'm willing to do it, and we'll do it right, and we're going to put leaders from other countries on, and leaders that are very distinguished leaders, and we'll have a board, and one of the people that wants to be on the board is the UK former Prime Minister, Tony Blair. Good man.
Tony Blair. Tony Blair, people. Tony Blair. And the Board of Peace. And if they accept it, everything's got to be done, or they'll start it, which is in 72 hours. Watch this. Today is 9/29 of 2025. America's anniversary was July 4th of 2025. 88 days ago was America's anniversary, 249 years old. 88, Trump. That's one of his favorite numbers, right? 2 flagpoles, 88 feet tall. His text number is 88022. Is that a coincidence? But wait. 11/5/2024, Trump became president. Election. Today, 9/29/2025, that was 46 weeks ago. 46 weeks ago. But look, watch this. You see that says 46 weeks and 6 days? When you click on the end date, look what you get. 47 exact weeks. People, when I tell you things are set up ahead of time as planned, I am not playing with you guys. What are the odds from the election day here in America till today is exactly 47 weeks. Donald J. Trump will be the one who will try to get it done. He is spearheading this thing for the Board of Peace. but it won't be done. Barack Obama will finish it off. I've said that to you about a week ago, but watch, just wait. 1/20/25 is inauguration day. Now you got today's date, 9/29 again. That's 36 weeks ago. That's 3 6s, 666. That means it's doomed. It's doomed. 666 is the mark of the beast. It's doomed. The negotiation will be doomed. But wait, I'm going to show you. Board of Peace comes out to 55. At what age did Julius Caesar die? 55 years old. Do you understand what I'm showing you? It's not going to work, and Trump is not going to be successful. The odds are he'll be gone, like golfing, but they're going to have another fake July 13th situation, in my humble opinion. Now watch, I'm going to break it all down. Just wait. It's going to get so crazy, it's going to blow your mind. Here's Trump's birthday, 6/14. Here's Mr. Tony Blair. Remember him back in the day? Used to be the Prime Minister of the UK. He wants to be a part of this. Okay, no problem. May 6th is his birthday, 1953. Take May 6th, 1953, that's his birthday. Here's Trump's birthday, same year, 6/14/1953. Their birthdays are 101 month, 1 week, and 1 day apart. You know that 111 is a problem, don't you? Okay? Didn't the Pope die on the 111th day of the year? Okay? And then what else happened? Let me show you what else happened in relation to the number 111.
Rest assured, no one knew this kind of flood was coming. We had flood.
They said they didn't know the flood was coming. Look at the mailbox. It says 111. What is 111? April 21st is the 111th day of the year. On April 21st, that's when the Pope died. April 21st. Interesting. Very interesting, right? So you're going to tell me 111 is coming up in this scenario between Trump's birthday and Tony Blair, 111? And when they had the flood in Dallas, Texas on July 4th, a mailbox I caught that said 111. They put it out there, and the video showed 111 is disaster. See, they speak without speaking. There's your Pope right there. He died on 4/21, the 111th day of the year. But look, that's his birthday, December 17th. December 17th, 2024 would have been his next birthday anniversary. 9/29 is today. Peace settlement. The difference is 79. What is 79, Pearson? That's Trump's birthday. Do you understand how they speak? I just have to have enough knowledge of history and the dates and the Holy Spirit to speak to me, and I can decode the thing. Donald J. Trump. Now, Israel became a nation on May 14th, 1948. Take May 14th, 2025 anniversary, subtract it from today's date, 9/29, you get 4/21. And what is 4/21 again? That's when the Pope died. Come on, man. It's showing you. We're going to have a new political system coming because Trump is leaving. He won't witness the golden age. He'll be somewhere playing golf because they're going to fake everything. And we're going to have a new religious system. That's why the old Pope is gone. The new Pope is here. And that's what these numbers show you. Somebody's coming in, somebody's phased out, somebody phased in. So you got 4/21. Now watch this. There he is, Benjamin Netanyahu. That's his birthday, October 21st. Take his birthday, 1952, literally, that's his birthday, from 5/6/1953. That's the, anniversary of Tony Blair's birthday? Let me see if we get this. How do we get Tony Blair? Let's see what Mr. T is at. May 6, 1953. Okay, that's it right there. That's his birthday. And then here's the anniversary of Benjamin Netanyahu, his birthday. So October 21st versus May 6th gives you 6/22. Now, you're probably saying, Pearson, what is 622? I'm not familiar with that. Well, on 622, we went and bombed Iran. And I'm going to show you in this depiction all in relation to 622. So again, let me get that to you again. 5-6 is Tony Blair. He's going to help spearhead this negotiation for the peace. 621 is Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel. So Israel and former Britain Prime Minister. Subtract their birthdays, you get 622. And that's the day, June 22nd, is when we bombed Iran. Now watch this here. We're going to make this real simple. Halifax, iPad Go 2, George Bush, look at his fingers. I said, look at his fingers. Look at his fingers. Watch. You see him? You see him? Okay. Remember this? June 21st of 2025, Situation Room. They're in the Situation Room. You know who that is? Mr. Raising Cane. They made the decision to go after Iran. Okay, look at his hands. Look at George Bush. June 24, 2012, the animated short film, iPad Go 2. That's when it came out. June 24th, 2012. That's George Bush. Look, June 24th, 2012. June 21st, 2025, we went after Iran. We bombed them. The difference is 47-45. 12 years ago, 362 days ago, that's when they came out with this George Bush iPad Go 2. You tell me they don't do future past, baby? Come on, man. Look at the math. So that's in relation to the day that we made the decision. That was on the 21st, but on 622, we went after them. When you take the 621 date and subtract it from that other date, where is that at? You get that 621, 25. We went after Iran. We bombed them. The difference is 40 versus 624. That was the date of the iPad Go 2. You get 47, 45. That's Trump. Unbelievable, right? But watch this. Got some more stuff for you. Years ago, that's when they came out with this George Bush iPad Go 2. You tell me they don't do future past, baby? Come on, man. Look at the math. 12 years, 362 days, 47-45. Who's 47-45? Come on, man. Come on. Then look at this. I'm so shaken up, I can't do no more. Look at this here. President Donald John Trump, 45-47. The day we bombed him, 6/21/2025. George Bush, iPad Go 2, come out to 274. What is 274? That's the sun god, Sol Invictus. That's where they're taking us. I'm French Shot Pearson. Taking us to worship the sun god, people. Now, this is the date that movie just came out, 6/24/2012, when you saw George Bush as a cartoon with his fingers, right? 6/24. Take 6/24/2012, iPad Go 2, from today's date, 9/29. They're going to have a border peace. The difference is 48-45. 48 is the eclipse, people. On April 8th, that's when the X showed across the world. Remember that? The eclipse. What is 45? That's Trump. Trump is leaving, people. And the negotiation, I hate to tell you, it's going to break down. Because 48 is X. What does X mean? That means I'm taking you out. This is a 2-for-1. Trump will be unalive, and Israel peace settlement is going to fall apart. It's all in the numbers, they don't lie. Now, watch this here. This is from the past. I did this video months ago. Watch this breakdown.
Quoted the whole statement he made. President Donald John Trump, 4547, the date he said it this morning, 6/24/2025, basically we have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard, they don't know what the blank they're doing. That comes out to 622.
There's your 622 again. Remember when Trump was so mad at the White House? He said the F word, that they've been fighting for so long, that they don't know what the F they doing. They come out to 622. There's your 622 again. You understand how they doing? They're speaking. The 622. And the 622 came up. That's Tony Blair from Britain versus Benjamin Netanyahu's birthday is 622. And they're showing you here. Again, watch.
Why is 622 important? That's the day, in terms of Israel, when America dropped the bomb on Iran. I'm gonna say it again. Let's go there.
You see, I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy with Israel going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. No, they basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the f they're doing. Do you understand that?
Well, it's right there. It comes out to 622. On 622, Israel time, Israel's date, that's when America hit Iran. What are the odds? What are the odds? Nobody else is going to bring this to you. God gave it to me this morning.
God gave it to me, 622. And you take Tony Blair's birthday, former Prime Minister of the UK, subtracted from the leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, his birthday, you get 622. The plan is doomed to fail. And let's wrap it up. Here's your 622, here's your receipts. That's when we bombed Iran, right? We bombed Iran on 622. U.S. airstrikes Iran, 622 is my receipts. And last but not least, 5/6/2025, the next birthday of the Prime Minister, Tony Blair, who's stepping in for the negotiation, versus 622, when we bombed Iran, the difference is 47, and Trump's the 47th president. I can't make it no plainer, people. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. 5/6, Tony Blair. 5/6. 5/6 right there. 622, the day that we bombed them. The difference is Trump, 47. Trump's leaving. We got WW3 coming. I just pray the Lord Jesus come before that, and I believe he will, people. But I'm just showing you so you can get right, stay right, get ready for the flight, get the information, get the revelation, and ask God for salvation. I love you. That's why I do these videos. I'm about to say good night. You have a good one as well. God bless. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Beautiful.